Hey everyone, so last week I did a review of the Daily Day Designer, and I've done a few reviews of other daily planners, so that one and the Emily Lay Simplified Planner. And there have been a few other ones that I've reviewed that aren't daily, they're weekly. So a few I found at Michael's and also the Moleskine Planner. But I wanted to show you two options that I found at Staples where I found the original Day Designer. This is a little Day Designer, but it's just a monthly. It's very thin. This was $11.49 at Staples. And then I found a weekly Day Designer. This was $23.99. It's a little bit thicker because again, it's not just the monthly, it's the weekly. And I got this at Staples as well. So let's go ahead and look at both of those. Now I wanted to show these to you because I mentioned in the last video, so many people are reaching out to me this time of year like, I want to be a planner person. What planner should I get? You probably know all the planners, so tell me which one to pick. And I love a daily if you're a daily person, but that can be really overwhelming if you're just starting out to be like a planner person, but you don't know where to exactly jump in. It can just be a lot to use every day. So I like to recommend these because a monthly and a weekly layout can be a little less pressure that like, oh my gosh, I went 4 days without using my planner and now the year's over, I'm not gonna use it anymore. I think that there can be that pressure of like, I wanna keep everything neat and use my planner every day. And you know what, that's not real life. Even for me, I love planners, I love talking about planners, I love owning planners, all the planners, but sometimes it could be a few days and I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't looked in my planner in a few days. I try not to let that happen, but it does. So if you are trying to become more organized, the daily can be a lot. So one thing that I really like are these monthly planners. Now, I have seen planners like these. They're not as cute, they're not as pretty at the Dollar Tree. So if you're like, I really don't care what the planner looks like, a simple planner with just the month could be available at your Dollar Tree for $1. Now, this was $11.49, and I think it's worth it because it is so pretty. So it is the Day Designer 2021 planner, and it's like a pale pink with gold dots, so it's really pretty. And when you open it up, there is a space for your personal information, your name, your email, home address, I guess it could be your home phone number too, it just says home, office and cell. So you have your personal information, and then you get a 2021 and a 2022 perpetual calendar, then a little intro to the Day Designer brand, and then as I mentioned in the last video, there's a lot of goal setting. This has a little bit, not as much as the Day Designer daily option, but it starts with the big picture. Then they have an area for setting your goals and designing your days and staying on course. And then after that, it is just a monthly calendar. Now, my mom actually really likes just a plain monthly calendar, and she saw this and she was like, I really like that one. So even though I already got her a planner, I think I'm gonna give her this one because she's like, I really like that it has lines. So she likes to have the lines when she writes down people's birthdays. And she also wrote in her planner, she was like, she came over tonight and she was like, I wrote in my planner and I messed up a few days and I had to use whiteout. And I'm like, it's okay. Everyone needs whiteout or washi tape or something at some point, but she really likes this. This is really simple. It's got lines, it's got the holidays, it's got the perpetual, like, or the mini calendar on the bottom. So it's got December the month before and February the month after. And then there are some boxes on the left-hand side for notes and to-dos, and that's it. So this could be really good if you're just a person who's not going to do a ton, not gonna write down your weekly stuff. You just more or less want a calendar to keep yourself organized. Okay, you know what? My goal for this year is I'm gonna open this up in the morning and be like, all right, let me make sure that I am not forgetting anybody's birthday or something really important or whatever. And I like if, you know, and look, here's my hand on there, right? Like you can see how big the boxes are. I don't like small mini pocket ones because I just can't write that small. So it's beautiful, it's got the holidays, it goes through the end of the year, and then that is literally it. There are no notes pages, no bells, no whistles, no frills at the back, but maybe that's all you need. And for $11.49, I just think that's a great option. So definitely check this one out because I think that this is a really simple way to organize yourself, your calendar, and your life. I really like that one. All right, so if you're thinking to yourself, I need like a little bit more than that monthly one, but not quite as much as the daily, that's way too overwhelming for me, may I recommend this beautiful weekly Day Designer. So this is again from Staples, and I love how simple and just like really classic looking the cover is. I also like how it just says 2021 planner on the front, and it's thin enough, but there's definitely space because it is a weekly, and it's just a really good size. I am always gonna lean towards a medium or a large size planner because I just wanna have enough space to write. And when you open it up, it's very similar to the monthly. So it's got the personal information. Then when you turn the page, you have 2021 and 2022 perpetual calendars, the story of the Day Designer brand, and then it goes into those goals. So start with the big picture, set your goals, design your days, stay on course, and then you go into October, November, December of 2020. So they just have the monthly. There are no weeklies. It's just like kind of like a bonus for 2020, which is over now. My goodness. But then after that, it goes into January of 2021. So it has the lines on the monthly, which again, maybe you like that, maybe you don't. They're not like so thick that it's distracting. And in contrast to the Daily Day Designer, it starts on a Sunday, which I prefer. I don't love the monthly overview starting on a Monday. That's just my preference. So it starts on a Sunday, goes through Saturday, and it's got the notes and to-dos on the left. And then right under the notes and to-do section is the month before, the month after, like that mini perpetual calendar. And then we go into the weekly. I love this. This is one of my favorite planners. Like I think of the three, this would definitely be the one that I'd choose because it's so simple and to the point, and it's just very clean looking. So you get this week's top threes, which I love that. I'm like all about the top three this year, just trying to pick a few things to do and not overwhelm myself with a crazy to-do list. So I really like that. You get to pick out what you want to focus on for the week. Then what I also really like is I am not a person with the daily planners with like the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, like the hourly slots. That's too much for me. So I like that there is just an empty space to write down whatever I want to write down, maybe events, what's happening for the day, whatever. And then next to that is a to-do. You also will notice that they have some holidays on the weekly layouts as well as the monthly, so that's convenient. And then at the bottom, this might be a complaint. Again, this is pretty much in literally all planners I've found. Saturday and Sunday are not the same size as the rest of the week, which can be challenging if you don't work a traditional schedule. So for Saturday and Sunday, you don't get a to-do list and a blank spot, you just get a blank spot. For me, not a deal breaker, but I can understand why that would be a deal breaker for some. So that's what the year looks like. It goes month and then a few weeks of the weeks. Tiny deal breaker here is that there are no tabs. I really like tabs, so it's not the end of the world, but I just really prefer to have the tabs because then it's easier if you're looking and you can easily find where you are. Now, that being said, actually, you know what I just noticed? There are no tabs. However, there is one of those little bookmarky stringy things. Here we go, right here. So you know what? I can live with that then. So they have a nice little bookmark. It's just a plain ribbon, like a black ribbon bookmark, and so you can mark your page of where you are. One huge bonus of this is at the back of this planner, there are a lot of notes pages, and I am a notes pages person because you never know what you might need to write down. So this is like, wow, this is impressive. They're probably like 20 or, that's gotta be, yeah, like 20 sheets, maybe 15 sheets. So like between like 30 and 40 notes pages in the back. I'm loving that. It's just something that I really like about planners. So anyway, there we have it, the weekly layout. This one, again, is $23.99 at Staples, and the monthly layout, $11.49 also at Staples. If you want, you can always go back and look at the daily video that I posted that has a complete breakdown of the Day Designer, which might be better for you if you like a daily layout. It's a lot for me, but you know what? Everyone has their own season of life that they're in, schedule, plan, whatever, so maybe that's better for you. So I hope that these few videos were helpful and that you have selected a 2021 planner. If not, no worries, there is still time and plenty of availability. So let me know if you've picked your 2021 planner, and in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.